So can you tell us again how you came to the show, and again, a little sneak on who you'll be portraying?
Well, I think that I found out that there was a role, and I kind of called my, it's a long story, but I basically called my manager, and I was like, get me on 24. So through a long process, I finally ended up on the show. But I played Dana Walsh. Sorry, I had to make sure I got the last name right. It's changed a couple times. I have to call her something else. I played Starbuck. I played a character named Dana Walsh, who is engaged to Cole. And she is a data analyst at CTU, and that's all I can tell you. I don't want to give too much away. All I can say is I sat down in the writer's room with Howard and everybody, and I said, I read the scripts, and I'm like, this is fantastic. At some point, I need a gun. Because I'm starting to feel really naked. So, like, this computer stuff is great and everything, and I love saying all those big, complicated words, not really. But I need a gun. And two, preferably. No job security. I can get my head cut off and put this up in my trash. Like. Next question.
First of all, Mary Lynn, you rock. Is there a theme for this season? Like last time was redemption. Is there a theme for season 8?
Totally party.
Keep looking.
Peace. Manny, what was the
But whisper it, so I'm
That was the question. What's the theme of the What was the question?
When life gives you a bowl of cherries.
It's more redemption.
What's the one about the cherries? The pits. When life gives you lemons,
Can you
make
record this?
lemonade. No? Hang on, we got it.
I think you're doing great.
CTU is looking pretty cool. There's an underground tunnel. That's not really a theme though.
I'll let you have the hook, Mary Lynn, right?
Thanks. I'm bad with big theme concepts. Ask me about the details.
Next question.
Okay, this will be our last question. Kiefer, I know you've had an interesting year so far. Kudos to you for having them in your own.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
I said, I know you've had an interesting year so far. Kudos to you for handling your own.
Bless your heart, thank you.
And my question is, when can we look forward to seeing your dad?
After you know 100 and some odd movies, you can see him anytime you want. If you're asking me if there is a specific project that he's doing that is coming out, on the show. Well, there was actually a moment there where we were going to. I've had a dad on the show already, so that, and I think to have him play anything other than my dad, if you've seen a picture of the two of us, would be kind of awkward. We'd be getting back to the Star Trek thing, I think. So that, I don't see that happening. There was an opportunity though, actually, in season 6. We came so close, and it was a scheduling issue between, he was doing Dirty Sexy Money, and and we almost had it. It was something I was really, really excited about and pushed very hard for, and again, our schedules are so tight that we couldn't make it work. So I think the opportunity that happened on 24 is kind of past, unfortunately. But again, he's made over 100 films, and you see him anytime you want.
Sadly, our time is just about done. So, any last words, Kiefer, or how
want to take a moment to say thank you so much. This last 8 years of my life as an actor and as a person has been really the best 8 years of my life, and that is because you guys have supported us the way you have, and I can never tell you how grateful I am. One thing about season 8, when Howard was referring to peaks, I think one of the things that's most interesting to me about this season, we've had some amazing scenarios that have been pretty far-fetched. This season is probably more grounded in the potential of what I think is going to happen in the world, or what could possibly happen in the world. But there's a sense of reality to season 8 that really brings us almost full circle back to season 1. And just really quickly, because I'm sure one of us is going to blow it between now and January, so we might as well do it here. Basically, the threat centers around the peace conference at the UN, and it is being headed by the President of the United States and the President of Iran. And the rest of the day kind of takes forward from that point. And if you're watching the news now, and I'm always amazed when I see what Howard and everybody else have written, and 6 months later you start to see, you know, what was taking place in Iran with the general election, and just how thematically these guys seem to be in tune with what's happening in the world. They've done it again this year, and you know, I think we all have a great hope for this kind of peace to happen, and obviously, when those opportunities present themselves, there are also threats, and that's basically what our season 8 is about. And we really are very excited about showing it to you, and thanks again for just everything.